Can I see? Could you turn the monitor?
This chair.
Woo! Okay. Oh, this is lit. I like this. My relationship is lit. I'll start off with that. I don't have no like relationship goals. That's not my thing. I have my own relationship goals that's like personal, but like I don't look at people and like, I want a relationship like them, because you never really know what people are going through. But as the appearance of it all and people that I'm like, yo, I kind of want to be friends with them and go on like vacations with them is like Ayesha and Steph Curry, for sure. What's going on, everyone? It's LeA Robinson here. You may know me from MTV or Bravo, one of the two, or just because I'm lit. But watch me on MadameNoire right now. I'm not a relationship expert, trust me, I am not. I'm figuring it out like everybody else. So my mouth is a little spicy sometimes. So it's like, I know that I'm not the most perfect person, and I think you have to have an understanding that nobody out here is perfect. I'm a hopeful romantic. I hate when people say hopeless, because I'm like, that's just such a negative word to me. So like, I'm a hopeful romantic. I love love. I love to be loved, and I love to give love. And my parents getting divorced made me want to fight to have a good, healthy love that much more. I think my parents getting a divorce has shaped my views on love. It made me want the complete opposite. I feel like we all had this expectation of what love was supposed to be when you're a kid, and obviously you see the relationship between your parents, and that shapes what you think love is, and then you get older and it's like, oh shit, it's not that, it's a little different. I think there's a lot of hard work that has to happen within a successful, healthy relationship. A lot of communication, and I'm guilty of not being the best at that all the time, but I think that you have to want to be better also. You have to be with somebody that makes you want to be a better person and makes you want to just love them. And you like, I just feel like love is just beautiful, and you have to nurture it, and you have to be understanding to the person, and it may not always feel good, and you have to be honest with them and communicate even when things don't necessarily feel like you want to do that. Sometimes that's the hardest thing in the world to do, is communicate. But a lot of painful things shape you a lot more than the beautiful ones. And now I'm learning a lot how to love the right way, how to fix things, how to communicate. But a lot of past traumas and bad relationships taught me like, nah, like I can't put myself through this. Nobody deserves to be put through pain like all this time. It's just crazy. Communication is key within a relationship or just in friendships or whatever. If you have issues that just keep piling up and piling up and piling up, eventually you're gonna explode, and that person's gonna be like, why did you hold on to all of this stuff for this long without feeling like you couldn't talk to me about it? I feel like if you truly love somebody, you'll tell them how you feel. Like, I always just want to be able to be with somebody but still be myself, and like share myself with that person. Because I feel like I have been in relationships before where everything is cool and the person loves me in the beginning for all that I am, and then it's like, no, I think that you should be this person, and it's like, but wait, that's not who I am. So I think that freaks me out. I think a lot of people give a false, how do we say it? Like a false identity almost, until they like lock that person in, and then they get comfortable, and then like, oh, I'm a psycho killer. And it's like, whoa, 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 I didn't sign up for this. I try my best to just be myself. And it's just like, especially if you see long term with somebody, it's like, no, this is who, if you want to be with me right now as your girlfriend, this is who you're gonna marry if you want to marry me. I always learn to be able to be enough for myself and then give. I feel like women are like an octopus sometimes. We're spread thin. We have this, 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 we have this. And it's like, it sounds cliche and crazy, but you really can't love somebody until you feel like good. When you don't give yourself that time and you don't give yourself that love and attention that you kind of wish that other people would give you sometimes, you almost resent people from taking from you and from you giving your love away. And I don't ever want to feel like that ever. Self-love is important, because if you don't love yourself, who else is? Like, you can't expect somebody else to love you if you don't even love you. You can't expect somebody to like being around you if you don't even like being around you. My last relationship showed me my worth. I'll say that. The amount of things that I was doing to try to fight for the love from this person to validate me was like extreme. And it's crazy, because now that I look at it, I'm like, like my whole vibe and energy is just night and day, because the things that I tolerated because I wanted somebody to love me so much, I would never tolerate that now, like ever. I do a great job at looking at all my relationships and being like, okay, I had these red flags here, and I just chose to ignore them because I was just in like with the person or in lust with the person. And I was just like, all right, red flags. Yeah, I'm getting some weird vibes, but I'm just gonna let that go. Now I'm like, nah, like I just don't feel that. I don't feel that at all. Being fulfilled in love, I feel like you first have to be fulfilled within yourself. I have days or times where I'm like, what's gonna make me happy today? Because there's times where you're getting pulled in so many different directions. And if I'm not fulfilled as a woman and as a person within myself, I feel like I can't do that for any friends or my man. So it's just like when I feel fulfilled by myself and I feel like, okay, whew, I got this, I can pour out that energy to everybody else that needs it. A well-balanced relationship looks like I don't care or we don't care what everybody else thinks. We care about how we make each other feel. We care about how we're gonna fix things with each other, because I feel like when you start thinking about what your friends may think, what your mama may say, what this person may say, things get crazy. And it's like, no, how do I really feel fixing this thing with you? I think you just need to take it day by day. I feel like when you do too much planning, and you thinking about the future too much with that person, it just I don't know, it just makes things weird sometimes. I feel like when you take things day by day, we're just like, all right, we're just gonna go through life together and just figure things out as they come. It just makes it better. It takes a lot of pressure off things. I expect them to be the best that they can possibly be for themselves and then be the best that they can be for me. Vice versa. I make sure that I try to do as much as possible for the man that I love to help him, and he does the same for me. I enjoy my man a lot, and I enjoy, you ever been in a relationship and you feel like you can't take somebody somewhere and it's like, nah, bro, I don't even know, sorry, I don't feel that way. I feel comfortable with him, I feel safe with him, and I feel like I can go anywhere, and it's just nah, you, outside of him being my man, I'm like, yo, you're my homie, and I wanna always have people around me that just love me. It makes me feel more free. It makes me feel more comfortable. We have our moments where we're talking and it's just we'll bring up something that's super, super transparent. It may not be the best thing to hear, especially me as a girlfriend. I'm like, oh God, I don't necessarily want to hear this, but you're still my friend, most importantly, outside of being a boyfriend. And I think you have to think about that too. This person is your friend and your partner. You're not always gonna like the shit that they have to say, but it's their life. And I feel like you have to be open and know that there was a life before you got there. And you have to be understanding to that. I think we just have an understanding that it's not always going to be butterflies, but majority of the relationship is. But we're also human beings, and we're two separate human beings that happen to come together and just love each other. So yeah, it's not always gonna be perfect, but for the most part, it feels amazing. I never felt better with somebody. I never felt like somebody has my back as much as the man that I'm with right now. So I never felt this level of partnership, and literally we just want to do whatever we can to help each other and be there for each other. So whatever I got now, try to keep that shit going, girl.